This is Andy Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by former world champion Timothy Bradley here in Las Vegas. Tim, it's always a pleasure. I appreciate you stopping to do this interview. You're a busy man, but how is life treating you?
Life is great, man. We here. MGM. Big fight going on, man. It's a couple of days from now. Can't wait. Yep. This is what boxing is all about right here. The best fighting the best. Elite fighting elite. You know, for all the marbles, all the belts. Undisputed. Supremacy is unbelievable, man. So it's a great moment. Great moment for boxing.
Before we do come on to that, what's it like for you when you come back and you're in these arenas, you're at these big shows, obviously places you fought previously, areas you fought previously. What's it like for you to be in and amongst it now, working on commentary as a pundit, as opposed to actually being in the ring, trading leather?
Well, it's a different feeling because I ain't got to get in the ring and fight. But differently. I mean, I'll be ringside, watching the event. The nerves are still there, of course, but I'm just not in there fighting. But I just appreciate the sport and appreciate the fact that I can still be around the sport and watching the best fights in the world. So.
Best fights in the world. We see one on Saturday night. Devin Haney, Haney-Lomachenko. Your breakdown, please, Timothy. How does it play out?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. When you have two smart fighters in the ring like this, it can be easily a chess match. And you can have your ebbs and flows where one guy will be the aggressor 1 minute or 1 second, and the next second the other guy's the aggressor. But I think that young Haney, he brings a lot to the table. I think, I mean, I keep hearing size. I hear that he has more than that. He has more than just size. I think size and his reach advantage would definitely help him in this fight, and will be a huge contribution to his, I guess his, I would say his win, because I am picking him to win the fight. But I love his attitude. I love his mindset. Haney is a guy that wants to fight the best. He didn't have to fight Lomachenko. He wanted to fight Lomachenko. This was something that he's been after since he left Australia. So I respect that, and he made the fight happen and he got it done. And on the flip side of that, you have Lomachenko, who is renowned, and he's been in the sport for some time now, and he has a name for himself, and he's a former pound for pound number one fighter in the world, in many analysts and people's eyes. I think we've I don't want to say we've seen the best Lomachenko. I think we have seen the best Lomachenko, but I think this form of Lomachenko that we're going to see is probably the best we've seen in a while because of what's at stake. He's getting another opportunity at the Undisputed Championship of the World. Um, he lost his last opportunity against another young gun in Lopez, and of course, he can't afford to lose this, man. He can't afford to lose this fight. So this is everything for his career. Honestly, this is everything for it. This will put the icing on the cake. If Lomachenko can beat Haney, I mean, this is the icing on the cake for him, man. This will add to his legacy already, because he's already cemented his way into the Hall of Fame early in his career. But this will take him to another level if he can become an undisputed champion. So a lot at stake for both guys. Um, this this is both guys' biggest fights of their careers. It's amazing to me because we're talking about Loma, right? He's 35 years old, but this is going to be the biggest fight of his career. You know, uh, it's not in a bubble. Thousands of people going to be, in the arena. It's against Haney, another young gun. So, and then for Haney, this is his toughest. This is the toughest fight of his career. On paper. It is. I mean, this is the most experienced guy that he's ever faced in his career. I mean, give respect to Linares, give respect to um, Kambosos, but no one's been on the level skill wise and technically as a Lomachenko. So uh, it's a uphill battle for both guys, man. It's gonna be a great. It's gonna be a great fight, man. I really do. But um, if you want me to break it down, man, let me hold this, man. Let me give me this, man. Let me hold this mic, man. No, but if
That's
you
your
want me
mic
to,
now.
but if you want me to break it down, man, let me see. I expect Haney to get off to a lead. I expect him to come out fast and get out to a lead, and I expect him to somewhat dominate in the opening, like the opening half of the fight. He's young, again, he's longer, great jab. He can match the work rate, and he has boxing IQ, great footwork. I mean, there's a lot of different tools that he can use. There's not just one thing that he can do. He does a lot. He can use his footwork. He can make Loma fall short and counter. He can be first. He can bag Loma up. A lot of people's not talking about the fact that Loma doesn't fight well off his back foot. Yeah, he'll do the occasional pull counter where he'll be close and then and then he'll come rock back with the left hand. Um, and he'll slip inside and he'll work, but moving off the back foot and actually moving and setting traps off his back foot, that's not Loma. He doesn't do that well. So when you push him back, he gets himself out of position a lot of the times, and you can force him back. You go back and watch the Teo fight. You go back and watch any of his fights, the Ortiz fight as well. I mean, go back and watch that fight. And so I gave you one weakness about Loma. Let me give you a weakness about Haney. See, Haney has that long stance. He depends heavy on his jab. Um, if he doesn't get his jab working, he'll be dependent on the right hand. He'll be dependent on the right hand. Well, the thing is that when you have a guy that has a long base, he's not great laterally. He's not great laterally. Okay, he's not great laterally, but he's great going straight back. The problem with that is that if he goes straight back against Lomachenko can follow him out. He'll have a lot of opportunities to follow him out with combinations. So, anyways, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I could finish this maybe next time. Okay.
No
All
problem.
right.
Yeah,
All right. No,
thank
no.
you, Timothy.
Sorry about that.